Truly and honestly, I tried not to have too many expectations before arriving to Spain with CIEE. I knew I'd be living with a host family. I knew I'd be helping out in the school, whatever that looked like. I knew I wouldn't be teaching full classes on my own and that I would get eased in, and I have been eased in and welcomed with open arms by my host family and by the school. But in terms of Spanish culture, in terms of what my day-to-day routine would look like, I knew that I could either get super anxiety ridden and research every detail before I came here, or I could know nothing, and doing either one wasn't going to change how it's going to be once I get there. And I'm not going to know exactly what my host city or host family will be like, exactly what my school will be like. So I kind of just left it up to adapt and to see how it was when I got here. And that's worked really well for me. It let me be more relaxed before leaving, and it let me not have too many expectations to be broken, if that makes sense. I don't think it's important because I'm not one, and I've really gained a lot from this experience. I'll say I think it helps if you have some kind of passion for wanting to help people in general. So if you want to help the kids' days be better, and if you want to help the teachers in the school, they will help you know what to do and what to do best. You can ask questions. They'll tell you what activities they're looking for. They'll have activities that you can help with and ways to get involved. You can create connections with the kids and learn more about them and help them when they're having a hard time with something in their lives or with English or what have you. So you don't need to be a teacher. You just need to have an open heart and want to contribute while you're here. I love living with my host family 24/7. I think it's been such a great way to experience the culture because any questions I have, I get to ask them. The family has 2 little kids that go to the school, so I get to help with one of their classes. I see the little boy, Eloy, every day. I get to ask them both about their days. I get to draw with them and spend time with them. And with the parents, I'm very fortunate. They have learned English for their jobs, so we actually get to relate over learning a second language and being culturally immersed. They lived in New York for some time, so just being able to bond with them over that and actually discuss with them when I'm frustrated with the language or with my day, like they get it, and it's just been wonderful to connect with them and see their perspective on their own culture. And I've just been able to learn so much through them and create such a valuable connection with them. I'm really sad I have to leave them. I think one of the challenging things about the program or just living in Spain for the first time in general is the schedule for meals, very different than our country. So eating dinner super late, eating lunch super late, lunch being the biggest meal of the day instead of dinner. It was very easy to adjust after some time, but when you arrive with some jet lag and you're getting your Spanish up to speed and you're starting in the school, it's also hard to have the meals be a little offset too. So that's something I didn't expect to be a challenge that was for the first week or so. I'd also say just living very independently, even in this program, being with the host family, being away from my family, being immersed in another culture has made me, have to be very aware of myself and spend a lot of time with myself, walking to and from school and finding things to do here and kind of making connections, starting over again. And if you've never started over again, like I hadn't before I'd come here, I'd like to restart that. Sorry, I lost track of time. I say another challenge is just making new connections and feeling like you're starting over. It's a really beautiful challenge, but it can feel not isolating, but it makes you spend time with yourself and observe yourself a lot. And that can be a challenge, but it can make you learn a lot of things about yourself as well. So if you're ready for that, if that's something you think you can benefit from, I don't think it'll be too big of a challenge. I would recommend CIE to anyone who is interested in living abroad, who has any interest in assistant teaching. I think it's a great starting point if you've never done it before, and I've really enjoyed my time here. Eye-opening.